Hello, everybody, and welcome back. It has been a long time between stuff going on in the real world and, you know, people's vacations and stuff. We are finally back. And I think we'll start off with a last time on Lands of Lazrikaan. Maybe we get like the group entering, like the party entering the graveyard and sort of spreading out and looking around. Um, and then like we get a shot of like the skeletons and zombies and whatnot coming out of the tree lines, and we see Trelland, this pale-skinned individual who with glowing purple eyes, sort of like come out, and we see these undead start swarming and attacking. We see the group running into different directions based on where they felt they were needed. We see Arthur going inside the crypt, attempting to and digging around, looking around. We see Avaria utilizing her abilities to control undead. We see Callahan, Cromwell get surrounded by some zombies and skeletons and just become a wall of defensive steel. We see Aurora run up a tree, climb up a tree, scale it like super quick and start shooting arrows. We see Saren, dash off to the side and find himself surrounded by ghouls and zombies. And we see him get hit a few times. And we see Raziel like running into a mess of undead. We see Basbier trying to turn a couple of times and just not getting any, and looking disappointed as he feels a bit disconnected from like the power that he gets from the divine being weaker than he expected. And we get Avaria casting spells. We get, um, Saren's battle. We get Arthur digging through and knocking the coffin over and digging up underneath, and we see like the chest raise out of the ground and open with the symbol on his symbol, and we see him pull out Restmaker, and blue light glowing while tiles and everything are flying all over the place as he grips it, and there is a shine of understanding, and we see Avaria outside with this creature that is now broken into a whole bunch of like a swarm of spiders and gone off into the shadows, and we see like the struggle going on out there, and as we come back in with like all of these skeletons and zombies having their control taken back over of them, and turning around and looking at their opponents, the people that were initially attacking, in looking to attack again. And Avaria, you're looking out over this, and maybe and there's a moment where like you look across and you feel your grasp over all of these undead that you've been controlling fall apart. And maybe this is something like right now you feel an immense presence behind you. Like maybe you've been feeling something like this, but you at first for a long time you've sort of felt like maybe it was Iari, the blind-hearted, the deity that you actually worship, getting behind you, but you haven't had a real clear understanding of any of this because you've never felt her presence the way that you heard clerics describe feeling their god deity's presence. But you do feel something now that is powering you, and it feels familiar, like it's always been there, and it feels divine, but it also feels malevolent. And you feel another presence just as divine and just as malevolent. And it's not like their divine presence is on the field. In a corporeal physical form. It's more like the influence is strongly there. Like the gods are like evil gods are looking directly at what's going on and focusing their attention right here. Basbier, you can feel this too. And Arthur, didn't you say you just started getting your ranger spells?
Yes, not used any of them because they're ranger spells, but
Right, right. Well, I'm just asking because ranger spells are druid spells and they come from sort of divine as well. So you feel this too, but maybe you don't feel it as sharply as, say, Avaria and Basbier. Maybe it's like this, for you, it's more a sense of just real unnatural wrongness.
it's
Like
a gut feeling.
it's just this feeling of wrongness, and you know it's supernatural in nature, and you know there's something divine behind it, but maybe it's blunted for you. Like maybe you're not like this is the direct attention of the gods, but there is something really wrong going on here. Um, but Avari, you can feel this presence behind you, like directly behind you. Um, you are going to gain some modifiers here, and
Okay.
Basbier, so are you.
Oh,
But you're going to be facing some penalties where she's going to be gaining some bonuses because there is something very big going on here. Um, you and this is where we start the fight at. Like, Ivaria, maybe you just feel this divine malevolence power, like behind you, like directly feeding your power. Like,
okay.
maybe it's been there all the time and you couldn't define it, but it's there now. And you feel bloodthirsty,
Okay.
like vengeful, spiteful, bloodthirsty in this moment. And you are the first to act in this round.
All right. So, all right. Um, do I feel like I can't cast spells, or do I feel like I need to attack, or what do I like?
You feel like whatever you do has to have a some sort of consequence that involves causing harm to something or someone.
Gotcha. Cool.
Like
Um,
there's like the excitement of battle, the fear and the and the anticipation and whatever. This is just a pure will to be destructive and destroy your enemies at this point.
okay. Um, hmm. Interesting. Let's see. Well, first off, um, does the Blood Hulk act on its own turn, or does it act on my turn?
It acts on its turn.
Okay, so I can't do that, and I'm commanded to destroy skeletons anyway.
Okay.
Since they abandoned me. Um, crap. I want us to save this. Let's see. And this dude is broken up into spiders. Correct. He is not.
He's a
Uh,
swarm at this point,
is
and
a swarm at this. Okay.
he's a swarm of spiders, a swarm of undead spiders at this point, and
Ah.
he took advantage of the chaos to conceal his presence for the time being, because none of
Uh,
you were were a direct physical threat to him, like in threatening squares at that point.
that
Most of you had somebody in your face anyway, something in your face anyway. So
that son of a gun. All right. Because I want to. If I want to do this, I want to give it to him. But since I can't do anything to him, I'm going to take out Lori's mace. Um,
mhm.
and I guess I will attack this stupid skeleton right next to me.
All right.
Yours Mace sounds like
um,
a really bad perfume brand.
right. Lori's mace. Um, see, a mace is a what's the attack dice on a mace? I didn't look
Uh,
at my.
For a
I'm just gonna
light
roll two.
for a light mace like hers, the damage is 1d6.
Okay.
You get a +1 because it was masterwork or magical, I think. I can't remember.
Okay. Yeah, this is the same.
Yeah. So you're
So I'm going to just roll it like it's a sickle because it's the exact same modifiers.
all right. 9 is not enough to hit.
13.
Oh, 13 for a skeleton. That is not enough.
Okay.
That would hit a zombie though.
All right. Well, and
What
then
is on
as
the other
a
room?
uh, and then as a free action, because no quick action. Um, I believe I have that. Hold on, before I go mouthing off. Um, where I can, quicken rebuke. So I'm still gonna
Okay.
try to rebuke again.
All right.
Um,
Oh, that's the wrong. Where's the player's handbook? There it is. All right.
that is my
Yeah.
rebuke. So that would be
16. So
so that is a my level. So it's
your level
seven
+2.
7 plus 3 because it's a 20.
Well, I mean, like, so you rolled a. Oh, okay, I see. So at full total. Oh, I see. I was looking at the six. So 16 hit dice worth of, and it'll start with the ones closest to you. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's. Oh no, that's the wrong thing.
So if it's got to be a tug of
Oh,
war, it's just going to be a tug of war.
oh no, that's not what I'm looking for. Just gonna use that symbol.
And
Oh.
I'm going to yell to Bass Beer, "You got to destroy these guys!" I'm trying to say it in the most bloodthirsty way possible.
Yeah, yeah. Hmm.
Destroy them, Bass Beer.
Yeah, I think
Mm,
Bazbeer does not respond vocally, because if he's getting some penalties, and he's feeling this presence, he probably is a little bit more concerned than he is battle ready.
Oops. Let's see. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
God dang, that was effective.
Yeah, that was a good roll. That was a
13.
fantastic roll,
That might be the best turn/rebuke roll we've had all campaign.
right?
Yeah.
You're welcome.
14,
Oh, that's right.
15.
Yeah.
And would there be enough? Yeah, I think there's enough for that as well. All right. So let's see. So there's that. Callahan, you are next. Two of the skeletons that are facing you, they sort of like waver. They seem to like waver a little. Like the
Yeah.
they look like they're about to attack you, like turn their attention back and attack you, and then they stop, and then they turn their attention back, and then they stop again. Like the zombie in front of you remains intent on you, but like the skeletons don't seem to figure. It's like they've been. There's almost a jerking sensation, like somebody is puppeteering them, and you don't quite get it. What's going
So
on here?
I will take a -7 to fight defensively with combat expertise to attack the zombie because that was my plan initially.
Nice.
Which is well, I gotta confirm, right? What's the roll to
Yeah.
confirm?
Well, undead don't take critical hits.
Oh, that's right. So I don't need to worry about it. Good. So then it'll be damage roll.
And what are you attacking?
The zombie.
The zombie? Okay.
The adamantine.
Okay. So he's. All right. You hack a huge chunk out of him, and but he's just like still groaning and trying to club its arms at you.
Yep. So I'll
But
take
you do
attack of
take a-
opportunity
All
as I
right.
move away.
Well, no, you won't, because zombies can't make attacks of opportunities, and the skeletons are currently under Avaria's control.
Wow.
Mhm.
So what's our
So
movement again?
30 feet.
30. Okay.
So 6 squares.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He still doesn't quite
the
understand
only
what's going on, so he's moving under the tree.
the only question I
we're-
have, the only question I have is fighting defensively a full round action, or
No,
is that
so this is the standard
okay.
action.
It's a
Full
standard
defense
action.
is
Okay.
the full round where you can't even attack.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. All right. So Callahan moves. Archer, your turn. You have final rest in your hand, and you hear the combat outside, the clanging
I
on
thought its name was
metal. And
Last Grave.
No, it's Ding.
where's my notes? Let me grab that, because I'm pretty sure it was called Final Rest, but let me look.
It's the same thing. Final rest, last grave. What happens?
Badass sword number 1.
Main character sword.
Main character sword.
Far be it from me to ask for the proper name of my sword. I don't wish to dead name it, or should we say, glance to the sides. Pull up my soundboard.
Oh.
Undead name it.
I was gonna go with grave name it.
And that's why you don't have the soundboard.
All right, let's start on soundboard.
All right. Enough soundboard shenanigans.
You
I'm calling it here. I'm putting the kibosh on it.
people say my soundboard's too loud.
Hey,
Sorry about that. My notes were buried.
we are in a graveyard.
Yeah, true.
Okay, that one was good.
Yeah, I believe it was Final Rest. Yep. All right. Yep. Yeah.
Oh,
There it was. Okay. So, all right. For a minute, my notes were so buried. For a minute, I thought I was going to have to go out to the car and find them. It's like, good grief. It's like,
change.
because I know I took them there to work on them after. on break at work. So, all right, but you have final rest in hand. It's your initiative.
Yes, seeing coming up out of the tomb, seeing that Avaria, well, everyone is in a bit of a pickle. Archer's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and is going to assist Saren, striking at this ghoul.
First of all, give me a couple of perception checks.
Like spots and all that.
Yeah, a couple of spot checks.
Listen.
Just specifically spot on this one. So I need 2 spot checks.
Cheeseburger on the church? No.
I was wondering about that cheeseburger on the church.
Oh, we're off to a good
Alright.
start.
All right. Well, you run by Avaria, who has the mace out in her hand, the one she got from Loyery, the Unwanted, and maybe she's turned a bit to the side from you while you're running by her. And as near as you can tell, I mean, look at Saren's character sheet. 'Cause I can't remember. Oh, but there he is. Can't remember how much damage he's actually taken. Yeah, Saren is actually. You can tell Saren's been injured. He still seems to be up and fighting, but he looks a little rough for wear here. Not, you've seen him look worse, but you've seen him look better.
Yeah, the last time we were in combat, he, for whatever reason, decided it was bad enough he needed to play dead.
Yeah, well, you are up there and you are next to, you've moved up.
Yes, he will rush in with this blade. He's going to take a swing at the closest ghoul.
Okay.
Not flanking.
And that ghoul looks a little confused, but you don't really have a lot of time to process that.
Do get the bonus, though.
Hey.
That hits.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
And because I took a Lone Hunter, I get to add my favorite enemy to damage as well.
Nice.
Damn, that's so much bonus.
Nice.
Fuck. I want that bonus.
9. Plus, if he
I could've-
takes anything from Sacred.
I believe Sacred does do something for you.
Let me
Here's
get a
my
plus
lever.
5.
Sacred does extra damage, I believe.
I forget if it was to
Sacred-
them or if it's outsiders.
It's 1d6 to undead and 2d6 against evil outsiders.
Yep, so you get an extra
Yay!
d6 of damage.
Fucking die!
The blade flashes blue, and describe how you kill this thing. Describe what it looks like.
Yeah, Archer comes out still, like, mind still a whirl with all of the things that have been going on in the tomb, and sees that Avaria, he's been around Avaria enough to know when Avaria's magics are working, and sees that Avaria is relatively safe compared to most people. Follows around the edge of this crypt. And maybe Basbier catches a sight as he pulls the blade free of its scabbard, and it probably flashes a glint of like a moonstone silver in the light.
Oh, Basbier notices it. Basbier, as he draws that sword, there is a familiar feeling to it, but you can tell that it's a weapon divided by sacred power. Like,
I think if
you don't know the specifics of it, but you can tell that this sword is sacred to some god or another, and it feels familiar.
Archer sees Basbier's face, he does see a deep wrinkle of concern on his face.
But there is something that feels like there was something meant to happen about this. Like
Yeah.
there's a feeling like this was planned for by
This is
someone,
fated.
or this is exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
But then running past Basbier, on the charge, he takes the sword, puts it out for a thrusting motion, braces his hand against the pommel, and catches this ghoul right in like the collar,
Mm-hmm.
twists, and then uses the motion as he swings the sword to the side to nearly decapitate it.
Oh yeah, yeah. And it's just flashing blue light everywhere as it does so. Like it's like that it's like that whole anime trope of like it just sort of just like it's almost like holy fire cutting through this thing.
And he's got a
And the
look
ghoul
of
just goes down.
grim determination about him.
All right. And that brings it to Aurora, so I guess I need to roll her. She's firing
Aurora.
arrows out.
Who is still up in the grassy knoll.
Yeah, she's up in the tree, nice and safe.
Shooting arrows harmlessly for stealth.
She's in the book depository.
Yeah, something like that. She hits.
Damn.
Let's see if it does any damage. So,
It's physically possible with that short bow.
nope. It just kind of takes off of it. This one lodges in the other, like in lodges in the ribs on the other side from where the first arrow that lodged in its ribs is. It's just hanging there.
You're too spooky. Halloween might be over, but soon your life will be too.
It is the Blood Hulk. Avaria, the Blood Hulk
All right,
giant,
Blood
gets to
Hulk.
move.
Seeing as how all these guys are under. No. Ivaria is enraged, right? So he's just going to hit the nearest thing that is not a compatriot, which would be this skeleton here.
Fucking powdered
Let me-
it.
Yeah, pretty much guaranteed at this point. Yeah, because this thing is a juggernaut on the battlefield. Let's see.
Plus, given the fact that she knows that this dude can turn off her control, she's going to opportunity to kill whatever she can while she can.
Yeah, it pretty much has to roll a 1 to miss this thing. Let's see. And its minimum damage just crushes it. Like its minimum damage destroys it.
Awesome.
Like the Blood Hulk turns around, looks at the looks at and looks at the skeleton beneath it and just goes and takes its like left foot and just steps on it and just crushes it. Just like
Nice.
bones shatter everywhere. But that's its roll. Saren's turn.
Hey, those bones for alchemy.
So, Saren, if I understand Scott's character right, Saren is just going to continue to attack, just constantly.
Yeah.
So, we're going to target the ghoul with a Mind
okay.
Blade.
Alrighty.
No flanking, no additional attack bonus. Hitting 21.
That's gonna hit.
Okay. For 8 points of damage.
8 points. All right. Let's see.
And then I don't think that Saren's gonna move. I think that Scott would probably play Saren to just stand right there and soak.
It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't go down. But you see the the line of it definitely cuts it. You see the definite line down. I mean, maybe you describe what it looks like as Saren enters the school.
Yeah, I think that Saren probably takes the blade and just from top right to bottom left just does a quick slash across its chest as it's like rearing up. Probably says something along the lines of, "You want to fight? Well, then we'll fight."
Yeah, just like a diagonal cut. Yeah,
Yeah.
awesome. Raziel, these skeletons just seem to be like not know what they're doing. There's like it's almost like somebody they're like puppeteers or are jerking their like their strings for control. But they're all around you and it is your turn.
Yeah. I mean, and I'll just
And the Blood Hulk
attack.
seems to be helping you at this point, so sorry.
Are they all turned currently?
They are
Uh
turned. Rebuked, yeah.
they're commanded by Ovaria, but as far as Raziel would know, they look like puppeteers are jerking their strings one way and the other. So,
I'm gonna move 20 feet, going around these guys. I'll take attacks of opportunity if any of them have the wherewithal.
They're all
controlled, they
possessed.
do not. Yeah, controlled, they do
All right,
not.
then I'm gonna attack this zombie ghoul right here, parallel to me. But I won't ping it. It won't let me ping.
Talking about this one?
The zombie
Yeah,
right there. Okay, go
yeah.
for it. Roll
All
your
right.
attack. That's gonna hit. Roll damage.
Roy him.
Ooh, nice. What does it look like as you destroy this zombie?
Yeah. Just bring up gold feather and do a vertical bisection. My favorite type of bisection.
Yeah. Yeah, and you cut through it. You cut through it. Its pieces fall to the ground.
Diggity.
Cool. I was able to kill something and get away from the Blood Hulk, which I know will inevitably not be on my side. So,
Bazbeer.
Okay. Bazbeer is going to scooch to the most central location to like this big cluster of enemies he can. And what are my penalties I'm facing right now?
You are facing a -2 to any of your turn undead checks,
Hmm.
and you're facing a and the save DC for your divine spells is one lower.
Hmm. Actually, I think I know what Bazbeer's going to do. We're going to reset my movement here. Hand
Okay,
wasn't off the chess piece.
you're fine. You hadn't
We're going to
finalized your decision.
scooch over here,
All
and
right.
I'm assuming I can feel this like power radiating
Oh yeah,
from
yeah.
Ivaria.
The closer you get to Avaria, the more this malevolence is.
Bazbeer is going to cast protection from evil on Ivaria.
Okay.
My last level 1 spell.
Okay.
Um, and that is all I can do. But Bazbeer like holds out his hands and like it like probably holds out his hand and more like a friend putting his hand on his friend's shoulder, you know?
All right.
Just like reaches out and says, "Ivaria, there's something wrong," as he casts this.
All right. So you go to cast protection from evil, and you can just feel a divine barrier between your ability to cast like a protective to cast this spell on Avaria. Like at this point, you get the impression of like you've heard stories of like priests of your like of the your people trying to cast protection from evil back in ancient days on like
Mhm.
the most powerful of like the generals of Black Tomb, and
Mhm.
the descriptions in the book are like it's stated in a way that feels very much like what's going on here. It feels like the gods themselves, the evil gods themselves, are laughing at you attempting to cast protect evil on like their avatars and stuff. Like she is not clearly not an avatar of any evil god, but it feels a lot like what ancient clerics described when they attempted to cast detect or protection from evil on high end like leaders of the Vestian forces that were effectively like avatars.
I feel like something that would be really cool would be Basbeer like reaches out and touches her shoulder, channels the
Yeah.
spell, and then he like recoils his hand as like smoke comes
Oh
out of his
yeah.
hand, you know, like and like
Oh yeah.
he like kind
Yeah.
of holds his arm in pain for a moment and just
Yeah.
looks up at Avaria with this deeply concerned look, like an almost distraught look.
Meanwhile, Avaria doesn't even notice. She's full of like rage
Oh
and
yeah.
frustration, and
Oh
she
yeah.
doesn't even. She can't even tell that you're in pain. She's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
like, "What?"
You're not. You, well, you're not even aware that that Basbury even touched you.
Right.
Like, yeah. So, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Basbury, you're like you are aware now that that there's something really big going on here.
Yeah.
Not only
And
does she not know, not she feels him put her hand. She didn't know he's hurt, but she feels his touch, and then she sees that he's just like touching her and not doing anything else, and she's like, "What? Do something!" And
yeah, and Basbeer just looks on in horror as that like
You
with like
when she turns her face to you, there is just something unrecognizable. There's a bloodlust you've never seen. You've never seen in her before
yeah, yeah.
behind her eyes.
I think Basbeer, ever the pillar of strength, is actually going to shrink away from Avaria. Like not in like a cowardly way, but in like a genuine like, oh, there is nothing I can do right now, like kind of way. But yeah, that's Basbeer's turn.
Okay. All right. So now there's gonna be stuff going on here. So this ghoul right here is going to continue to attack Saren. I need to where did he go?
No, my battle
Ready.
brother.
Nah, nah, nah.
So he gets hit
Ba-da-da-ba-ba.
plus one. So does a 15 hit Saren's armor class?
I don't believe it does. No, it does. Jesus Christ, no, it doesn't.
Yeah, so it swings on Saren and he ducks out of the way. But that's the only ghoul there is that has any control that is still alive and has control of itself. Let's see. The zombie can only move 5, 10, 15. The zombie is going to continue to try to catch up with Callahan over here. None of the other zombies have control of themselves right now, I don't think. But, yeah, well, let's see. I do need to. We will have him. He's been moving around the battlefield.
Uh-oh.
I think. Oh, I know what he's going to do. He's going to use a spell. What he's going to do. He's got more tricks up his sleeve than just turns and rebukes. He's got spells too. And he's got some pretty interesting ones. Where is it? Hmm. He's going to cast a spell. So what is his save DC on this? His save DC, I need to... Six, let's see. Intelligence. He reforms over, probably over here, I think, long enough to cast a spell. I'm trying to think, where's the... Oh no, he wouldn't be able to do it from there. He'd have to do it from here. Necessarily, that might change what he does. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
He
The
uses
spiders,
disintegration.
the spiders reform up to reform right in front of you, Basbier,
Mhm.
long enough for him to reach over as you're recoiling back from Avaria and say, "You're in the way, dwarf." He's like, "You're in the way, Death Hunter," very sarcastically, and he touches you, and I need you to make a saving throw.
Does he have to make an attack roll?
No, it's a
Is it a
no, it's
touch
a
spell that
spell.
requires a roll? Oh wait, he did roll.
No,
I
it
see.
does not.
What's the save? Fortitude, will,
That's what I'm looking at here. Saving
just
throw.
not reflex?
I think it's a fortitude save. Yeah, it's a fortitude save.
I can do that. Yeah, I can do that.
And you get your Etherin bonus. So you pass the saving throw. You feel like, give me a spellcraft roll here,
Uh,
Basbier. And you can
okay.
add a
I'll find
synergy
that.
bonus for your knowledge of Vestia.
Okay, so spellcraft, and then my synergy bonus would equal what?
You'd be a +2, so
Plus
give
two.
yourself a
All right.
well, yeah.
So add 2 to this, 7.
Yeah, you can't think of the name of this spell. And then he discorporates into uh, back into a swarm of undead spiders.
But those
And
spiders
he,
are beside me, right?
uh, for the time being, yes.
Okay. Okay.
So, um, skeletons, there are skeletons that still have their own free will, and they will start doing stuff. So we go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This one's moving up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This one's moving up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 30. Also, Evaria, I'm guessing you have some kind of command for your skeletons and zombies that you do control
Uh, at the
because it
moment,
is their
I
initiative
do
zone.
not because I did not reserve an action for it. So right
Okay.
now they are
Right.
just under my control.
Yeah, so they're just kind of standing there for now. Um, the ones that are not under your control are acting though. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. There's another skeleton headed in your direction, Callahan.
You're
Let's see. All right. Ivaria, it is your turn. It is the top of the round. This guy is
Uh,
standing in front of you. Bazbeer is standing there, and he looks like he's just seen something terrible.
are
Um,
the spiders still right here?
yes, they are.
Um, hmm. I'm gonna try something.
Okay.
I'm gonna 5 foot step away, and I don't know how well this will work because I know about I like without. Now I'm not gonna metagame here, so she's just gonna try something in her rage.
Okay.
Um, let's see. I have to do. Oh god dang it! I didn't. I didn't plan out my magic attack stuff. So that would be my base attack bonus plus dexterity.
Hmm.
So it'd be like it's the same as a bow. It's the same as a bow.
Okay.
So I'm just it's gonna look like a longbow attack, but it's not. It's gonna be just a regular. Uh, it's gonna be a. This is a. Okay. This is a beam. This is a ray. Sorry, this is a ray that she shoots at him with a 16 hit.
On a touch attack, let me see, because I gotta look at his natural armor bonus, his dex bonus. Let me look at his character sheet again.
touch attack. See, this is I'm confused. If he's like 10 feet away, is it a touch attack still?
It
It's a
might be.
ranged touch attack.
Yeah,
Raise,
range
Oh.
raise,
So
raise or
he'll
touch
hit the
attack,
touch AC.
range
That's
touch.
wild. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's got 3 on
It's like
dex.
I think a couple cantrips.
That'll hit.
Range touch attacks.
All right. So I don't know if it does any damage. I'm gonna roll the damage now as uh two like light energy bolts shoot out of Avaria's hands.
All right.
And they are. Yep. Let me. Hold on. I gotta set up my dice here. Come on, man. Oh my gosh, my computer just decided to just quit. It just started just decided to be a butt.
Mm.
All of a sudden, as I was trying to get my dice to roll. All right, let's try this again. It just. Oh my gosh, it keeps freezing up. I'm trying to roll 2d12s, but it won't let me. All right, there we go. All right.
All right. What kind of spell is
So
this?
this is Life Bolt. It is
Okay.
it is you shoot positive energy that harms undead only. It's a ranged touch attack. Uh, you shoot one ray for every uh 2 caster levels up to 5 rays. Um, and you can, and it just have to be within 30 feet of each other. You can shoot two different people. I'm shooting both of him at him.
All
Uh,
right.
I take 2 points of damage. I take a point of damage for every ray that I shoot.
All right. You well, you take the damage, but and you fire these and you fire these bolts at him. They hit him in the chest, and he kind of looks at you, and he goes, how would he word this? He's like, um, he's like, I think he's like, I told them that the old ways were so much weaker than the new ways. But I mean, you can see it clearly burned him, but he doesn't seem super affected. Like he kind of goes, he kind of looks at the burns and he goes, not powerful enough yet, are we?
God dog.
And Callahan,
Oh
it's
wait,
on you.
I still want to
Oh, okay. All right.
do another rebuke because I have some more for the day.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if I can catch the ones that got closer.
All right.
Since I can do them quickened. I rolled a nat one, I guess. Is that?
You rolled
Oh
a
no, where's my? No. I
you
rolled a
rolled a
20.
14. Yeah, you rolled a 20.
Yeah, so I
and
have
then
another. Yeah, so I get another 40. Not 40. Another 15 hit dice if they're in range.
So you have, let's see. So yeah, you've taken control over the rest of them here. And I think do that. Yeah.
Oh, that's a 22 actually because of the boost.
Yeah. He kind of chuckles. He's like, "She is behind you, isn't she?" And he kind of
Stop
chuckles.
talking and die.
He laughs at that one too. He goes, "What a misnomer!
All right,
Telling
I'm
an
done.
telling the undead to die." Archer, it is your move.
Wait, what
What?
about Callahan?
Or Callahan, sorry,
Fucking
Callahan.
skipped.
I didn't mean to. I was like, uh, just reflexively went down on the turn board and was like, forgot that I'd already done that. So you, Callahan, go for it.
Yep. He's going to keep up the defensive fighting. At this point, it's a combat of attrition.
All right, I'm done.
Oh,
14, not enough this time.
Wait.
This is skeleton.
Okay. Welcome back. That is fine. That still gives me a +5 total to my AC, and I'll take it.
And because you attacked it, it is no longer under control. Because they only remain under control until, like, you attack them.
But I missed.
No. But you still attack them.
Yeah, I'm good. You're good.
Aurora is going to, or that would be Arthur's turn. Sorry, Arthur, go for it. Stop it! Stop it! I'm going to stop messing with the turn order.
Don't touch the turn order.
Don't touch the turn order. Go for it, Arthur. What are you doing here?
Does Archer hear the banter between all of these people and see Bug Boy back there?
I don't know that you necessarily would see him because your back would be to him, but you hear a certain amount of the banter.
Yeah, I think looking back,
How
because
much
right
of it
now
is
there's
you're interpreting?
only someone died.
it was Joe.
Damn. Seeing that most of the undead around Saren are either dead, well, about to be re-deaded, or are under Avaria's control, he is actually going to make to attack this guy. He's going to come back and help Basbeer.
All right.
See if I can do this way. 5, 10.
You got this
15.
swarm of spiders over here that's talking to
I
people.
think I can 30 to get here.
Can you flank a swarm?
No.
I don't know, but if he reforms, it would
He's
be
in a world of
flanking.
hurt. Yeah.
But we're going to try and hit him with the funny blade
All right.
because, we hate undead. Does he count as undead?
Well, yeah,
Good.
he is
I just
undead.
wanted to be certain for my hated enemy.
That is not enough to strike his armor class at this point.
Damn it. Of course I would roll
But you,
4.
but you do like the arc of blue like goes through, and there's like a bit like the swarm seems a bit agitated, but you didn't hit.
Yeah. Even so, I think Archer swings at it, and the spiders probably manage to skitter away. He's like, "Come on, fight me, not an old man."
It was like, all right. Now Aurora. So I feel like Aurora is going to
Now you can
continue.
touch the turn order.
I know, right? Now I can touch the turn order. I think Aurora is going to keep firing arrows because she is kind of does not know what's going on here other than there are a whole bunch of undead running around. That hits. We'll see if she can do some damage.
Does it do damage?
yeah.
Nope.
No.
This one just kind of ricochets off of the skeleton skull, but it also, well, the skeleton is already like
Yeah.
it is already back from being controlled anyway.
I'm pretty
So
sure she's rolled a 4 3 times in a row now on the same skeleton for damage.
probably, yeah. Well, short bows are not
Someone's-
high damage weapons, and
Yeah, it's a decent.
piercing weapons are less effective against skeletons. So
And rogues already start crying whenever they see that they're in an undead campaign. But someone should yell at her to shoot the zombies.
let's see. And
I'll
the Blood
shout
Hulk,
that up.
Zombies.
the Blood Hulk is going to. Well, it's going to continue to smash skeletons, and it can reach a lot of them because it's got the size too. So let's see. Slash R1D20 plus 17. Gee, I wonder if it's going to miss. No, it doesn't miss. It doesn't miss at all. And it's
I don't.
minimum.
I think that skeleton just got atomized. I don't think
Yeah,
there's anything left.
it's minimum damage crushes skeleton. Like it cannot. It literally cannot roll low enough to not destroy a skeleton.
Oops, I killed it.
Yeah, it gets crushed. All right. Saren's turn.
Second verse, same as the first. Mind Blade, not flanking, no additional attack, hitting 21.
That hits. Attack
Doing no
that.
additional damage, 11 points.
Damn.
How does Saren manage to kill this ghoul?
I think it's a really cool moment where like the ghoul reared back at first and like it got like a diagonal slash in one direction. Well, it tried to attack, Saren ducked out of the way, and then it got another diagonal in the opposite direction, cutting a clean X in this thing's chest.
Nice.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes down in a slump.
And then Saren still has movement, so Saren is going to join the party.
Okay.
Probably gonna go over here. Because the more of us that we can get around this fucking swarm, the better.
We're doing that, Patrick. Spiders!
Yeah.
Raziel,
Alrighty.
like the Blood Hulk is stomping the hell out of spiders.
Or skeletons.
Yes.
Or skeletons, I should say.
Yep.
So what's Raziel's move here?
I see the party converging. So I'm apparently going to stand on Archer.
No, you can't. I have the main character blade. I'm supposed to be cool. Oh, we're gonna get fireballed. We're so dead.
Oh yeah, you're right. I don't think Raziel's that dumb. So I'm actually going to do what Raziel likes to do best and go save Ivaria.
So
And we'll just
show
attack
him
the
to do
zombie.
this.
We'll just attack the zombie that's right in front of her.
Wow.
That's
Well,
enough to
that's
hit a
really low.
zombie.
Oh.
Oh wow, really? That's
Yeah,
cool.
zombies are slow and terrible at they're like not a defensive creature at all. They don't even get attacks of opportunity. How
Well,
does
there you
it
go.
look? What does it look like when you destroy this zombie?
I think
Like-
Raziel again uses the flat side of his blade and it just pancakes its head.
Oh man, like like barely hitting it, and I was just a little tiny tap, and he just destroys him.
It's like killing one of the cultist zombies in Doom Eternal, where he just walks up and smashes its head into its like chest as it gets a
Oh,
very
yeah.
goofy look on its face.
All right, Bazbeer.
Well, Bazbeer's toolkit is rapidly becoming smaller as this combat goes on. I think Bazbeer is going to turn undead, full turning check. So that still is 2, and then I can turn 6 undead of 2.
Okay, so what that will do is destroy the closest skeletons and zombies. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Nice.
You're cleaning up
Alright.
the board.
So
And,
yeah,
and
What
then
is-
also... Oh, go ahead.
what does this look like?
Oh yeah, I think Bazbeer kind of shakes his head, kind of brushing this incredibly worried look off of his face, and holds out his shield, yelling some sort of Uthuran chant that blasts a bright golden light off from the holy symbol on his shield. And then as soon as he does this, he does a fat roll over to a little 5-foot step. Over to that area.
Okay.
He hasn't found Havel's ring yet, has he?
No. But
Yeah.
he wants to stay close to Avaria.
All right. Yeah, you watch as like these the closest skeletons and the one zombie like all burst out and go up in blue flames.
Mm-hmm.
The ghouls don't exist anymore, so they can go off the turn order.
Yay! Only one of us is
Yay!
gonna turn into a ghoul.
However, there is a zombie still that can attack, or rather move. He can't move and attack, so he's gonna 1, 2. The zombie caught up to you, Callahan, but he can't
Oh,
attack
no.
you.
Good
He's
little
a
idea.
zombie. He can't move and attack in the same round. Unfortunately for him, that's just
Zombies
not a
have
thing he
a
can do.
zombies
Uh,
have a pull down bonus in 3.5.
what do you mean pull down bonus?
Like the more they hit you, it makes it like harder to get away from them, and then other zombies get a benefit to hitting you.
Oh
Oh
my
no,
gosh.
no,
Pull down or whatever.
I
Oh
think
no.
my
that's
gosh.
just Pathfinder 2.
Yeah,
That's
that's
a
a
Uh,
really
Pathfinder
good
2 thing.
ability.
Basbir, Artur, and Raziel and Saren, you are all going to take some damage here.
There's the fireball. You gave him the idea.
Any save?
Nope. Black energy crackles
this
out from
fucking shit.
the swarm, like in all directions. You each take 4 points of damage as the black energy licks you. The black energy licks you, Avaria, but it actually heals you 4 points if you've taken any damage.
Yay.
Because your abilities. So he gets 16.
Oh, and he heals off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're
Uh,
cooked.
yeah, I don't really know. I don't have anything in my toolkit to deal with a swarm that can do that.
You know what can
Yeah.
deal with a swarm? Something like something that can hit all the swarm at once, like a giant solid object that can come smashing down and just crush the entire swarm in one swing, like
Not
a
rules as
big
written.
club
Not rules as written.
held by a giant blood.
It's not. It's Goldfeather's a sword. I'm pretty sure.
No, I'm talking about the blood ogre
Oh, the Blood Hulk. Yeah.
or blood hulk. Yeah.
We're so
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I'm like, stupid rules is written. It wouldn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Or it would
But
do it like half damage.
Really, I would feel like bludgeoning would be their weakness.
Nope.
But-
It's area effect.
What if we just laid Goldfeather on the ground and stepped on it? You know how you smash garlic?
Right.
That's
one,
an area of effect. I've crossed multiple
2,
spiders.
3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, you
Oh,
go
hi.
this way.
Oh, that's not good.
Wait, attacks of opportunity
5, 10,
from
15,
Archer and
20,
Saren?
25.
I'm guessing
30.
no because it's a swarm,
Yeah. It
or
he
because of the teleportation effect.
it moves off like the swarm of spiders like scatters around Arthur and Saren in a way that's like there's no like one of those deals like whoa shit where do I throw my blows at where do I swing um and moves past you and it leaves with and like you hear the voice you hear this creature's voice like um calling back at Avaria. Get stronger, Miss Kraz. She wants you. She's like, this is exactly what she wanted, and he's moving off at this point.
Off the battlefield.
Um, pretty much.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's one less thing to deal with, at least. We'll deal with him later when we're stronger.
No, run them down.
No,
Yeah,
I don't think
I
that
want the
we're gonna kill
XP.
it. I don't think we're gonna kill this thing.
If I get one more level, though, I'm going to be able to get that ability that lets me swap places with somebody.
If I get one more level, I'll be able to cure Saren.
No, that was another Battle Brothers joke.
If I get one more
yeah.
level, I'll just still hit things.
Yeah, fair.
If I get one more level, I'll still be a level below everyone else.
that
Oh
brings you.
no!
That brings you back to that brings it back to Ivaria at the top of the round. Um, but like
That dude is
you,
gone, right? He's gone off
yeah,
the.
yeah, he took off. He was like he basically was like, haha, you guys can't do anything. I'm leaving. Like but he did yell back at you that you like get stronger. That's exactly what she wants, but he didn't tell you who she is. That's the second time somebody has told you some female person or entity wanted you to get stronger.
Avaria
But no
yells
one's
out at him like, "Come back, you coward!"
yeah. He's just he
Very
pretty much
uncharacteristically Avaria. Like, this is not her.
Oh
oh
yeah.
yeah
Oh yeah,
like
everyone noticed that.
oh yeah
Except for Callahan, who's like, "Oh man, this girl's freaky."
yeah. Yeah, Callahan and Callahan lacks much of the context everybody else has in this point to what's going on here. Even Aurora probably lacks a certain amount of context. Raziel probably has more because he's closer with Avaria than anybody, but he's kind of left you to you, Avaria. I want you to give me a will save here.
This is gonna be fun.
Hmm.
Um, all right, let's see. We'll save my uh um. This is my obviously my best save with my very high wisdom. I rolled a 1.
She's gonna kill us.
Varia, you have control of all of these undead, and the person you wanted to kill the most has left the battlefield, and you are angry. Uh, you feel like you need to hurt or kill something, but all the undead that remains on the battlefield, well, there are a couple that aren't under
Yeah,
your
no.
control, but they're fighting Callahan at this and Aurora at this point. So, but you
um.
have a strong feeling that you need to destroy something.
All right. So this is what I want to do.
Hmm.
First things first. One more rebuke.
Okay, go ahead and make your roll.
All right. So that is my roll.
Okay,
If that catches anybody that is not in my, if that catches the rest of them, hopefully. If
it
not,
does
okay, cool. Second
because there are
thing,
really
because
only a
that is a
couple
free
left.
action with my feet, I tell them to destroy each other, to fight each other to the death.
Okay, all right.
There's one more
Uh,
right here.
oh well, yeah, he would have been caught too. So
Yeah, I was just like he's kind of blending in there.
So
And then, like,
the
I
blood
watch
hulk
in
is in.
glee as they just, like, I just kind of stare at them as they
Mhm.
start fighting each other and biting each other and ripping at each other's limbs. And I just
Yeah.
have like this menacing look, this kind of like rictus grin as I watch them fight.
Like maybe as each one goes down, you feel some sliver of bloodlust go, like sort of like simmering down. Give me another will save with a +2 bonus, and the rest of you, like from the rest of you's perspective, like maybe Avari is not aware of this herself, but the rest of you can see it. She is enveloped in black and blood red energy, and her eyes are just like have gone completely blood red. And there is a unseen barrier that is kind of preventing you from getting anywhere near her. Like just you can't bring yourself to get any closer than you already are. Like
Bazbeer in
Basbury, you're probably forced to your knees at this point.
yeah,
From
Bazbeer in like a halted, like struggling voice just says, "Quickly, the Blood Hulk!"
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, like hoping that everyone picks up on, oh, bad things are happening. We need to get rid of that Blood Hulk, like now before
Now.
something really bad happens.
yeah. Varia, like your next few rounds are going to be spent in this torpor and commanding like skeletons and zombies to destroy each other.
Absolutely.
But
And
that
like as they like destroy like every one of them, like you can see like her eye begins to like twitch, like she's trying to shake it off, but she's not quite able to shake it off. Like her
yeah.
mouth like twitches at the corners, and like she's as every one of them dies, she gets closer to saying like help me, but she can't quite make it out. Like she can't get it out.
So there are a number of things you guys can do. Like the Blood Hulk is still under her control effectively, but you guys are going to have to figure out something to do about it. This is a point where I'm kind of let you guys have a little bit of narrative in if you're going to do certain things. Basbier, you can attempt a number of things here. You can choose to help them fight the Blood Hulk, or you can choose to try to reach Avaria either with your divine abilities or by utilizing your skills and persuasion to. Because I'm basically going to allow you the choice to either try to utilize your turning attempt to give Avaria a bonus to her will save, or utilize your skills to give her a bonus. One or the other here.
I'm going to
Help.
use my skills. I'm going to
Okay.
use my diplomacy. And Basbier,
Okay.
while he's still on his knees, like he's being buffeted by these negative
Oh
energies,
yeah.
right? Like
Oh yeah.
I'm assuming it is even with his own resistances to undead, it is like
Oh
a
yeah.
negative energy. He's weak, right? And he's just reaching out his hand, like just inches away from this kind of barrier that's surrounding Evaria, and he's probably
Okay.
saying, "Come back to us. You are stronger than this."
I want to. So that would
Diplomacy. So yeah, I'm gonna give you. I'll give you a +2 on your will save here, Avaria.
so another +2 or just a regular, still just a +2 before.
Well, like the +2 that you had for all of your divine abilities and all of your spells and stuff, you don't get that on this will save, but you do
Okay.
get because right now you're effectively fighting against that which was powering you. So you
Oh
get
yeah.
the
Woo!
Okay.
yeah.
So Basbeer is like on his knees pleading for Avaria to come back. And her eyes are like twitching, her mouth is twitching. And she's like she looks down like just kind of gives like a little side look to him at first as her eyes seems to be focused on the carnage of the zombies and the skeletons. And then like he pleads for her to come back. And she's like, Basbeer? Basbeer, help me. And like as he grips her hand to like bring her back from the brink, she's like, "Ah, okay, 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 stop. And then like all of the zombies and skeletons just drop.
Oh yeah, and there's almost like a release of force that sort of feel like happens. There's like a wave that comes across the battlefield, like Avaria, like centered on Avaria, like Raziel, Basbier, Archer, Sarah, and you're close enough that like you're like maybe Basbier is already on his knees, so he's not knocked back, and Raziel, you are able to make a fortitude save to avoid being knocked down, but Saren, you and Archer, or Saren probably needs to make a save. Archer, you can probably withstand it by holding like final rest in front of you.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is like, how does all of this negative energy and stuff like
Yeah.
Archer looks back at all of this, and
Um,
you would think Archer would like rush off to go and fight the Blood Hulk or try to do something, but he's actually going to like he takes the flat
mhm.
non-cutting edge of Last Graves and taps it to his necklace, and then turns it, points it towards the ground, and takes a knee and starts praying.
All right, yeah. Well, the compressive wave like blasts across across the cemetery, and the blood, and even the blood hulk is buffeted with it. Raziel, give me a fortitude save to see if you can remain standing. Like Saren doesn't even get one. He didn't have like a holy sword and he's not a giant, so he just gets knocked down. And Callahan and Aurora are far enough away that it doesn't hit them with the same pressure.
All right. You said fortitude?
Yeah, give me a fortitude save to remain on your feet. Otherwise, you kind of get knocked on your ass.
Woo.
Oh, yeah. Like you throw your you can kind of see the compression. Go ahead.
I plunge Goldfeather into the ground, and like its sort of natural psychic ability, like innate psychic ability, kind of shields me from the blast.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but like the Blood Hulk, the control over the Blood Hulk is released as well, but it seems to follow some other directive, like, and leaves. Like it's almost like somebody else took control of it because it just stops. Like once the concussive wave hits it, there's a moment where like any of you looking at it can see it start to take an aggressive posture and then stop, observe the ground in front of it, and then turn and leave, just like slowly walking off into the forest. And you are left with the aftermath of the dead and somewhat dismembered bodies of ghouls, zombies, and skeletons around you, and the weight of what just happened. So, what does this look like?
I'm assuming like Ivaria probably collapses or something along those lines.
Oh,
So
yeah.
what Avaria does, like after this wave goes out, Avaria stands there for a minute, like just for a beat, just looking around at like the aftermath of this. And she looks at like Raziel, who probably might look confused. And looks at Arthur, who probably looks pissed. And
Arthur does not
and-
look pissed. Arthur looks like, once this wave goes by and he starts to stand, he's trying to run over to catch Avaria, expecting her to faint. He probably sees.
she does not faint at first. She like, and then she like looks at Bassbear, who just like brought her back from the brink, and she starts to like tear up a little bit, and she kind of like backs away from everybody, embarrassed, and she starts to like want to turn away, and she makes like 2 or 3 steps, and then just passes out.
Oh yeah, Bazbeer
and
immediately.
Arthur like is there to catch her.
Yeah, I feel like Bazbeer and Arthur are like both on the spot, right? Like, and Bazbeer's just like, "You're here, you're with us, you're safe, you're with us," like sort of thing, like trying to like pull her out of like this faint, like kind of like gently like touching the side of her face, sort of thing. Like he's
right, like as she goes down, she's like, "What's happening? I didn't mean that. I didn't want to do that. What's and it just drops."
Yeah. Shush. And like, while Bazbear is probably being more comforting, Arthur is like trying to shush her and be helpful, but every now and then, like a cat hearing a noise, he sticks his head up and is looking around and making sure, nothing else is coming. That this is all over.
Yeah.
You just hear the sound of blade cutting flesh and skulls being crushed as Callahan's making sure these things aren't going to get back up. He doesn't know what's going on over there. He just started, after they all fell, he's just walking around, just crunch.
Hell yeah.
Crunch.
We need that kind of pragmatism in this party.
He doesn't know everything that just happened. That's the best part. He just knew something blasted by and they all fell down.
How does the sword react in Avaria's presence, by the way?
There is like when she was glowing, there was a strong antipathy sort of thing going on. As like there was a much stronger antipathy towards that swarm creature undead, but there is some level of antipathy towards her that you can just sort of feel through the sword. But it's not like an intelligent weapon that's telling you kill, destroy, or do to giving you an imperative to do something. You just feel like there's the sword has a sort of antipathy towards her. Like,
Yeah.
and as a sacred weapon, you know that this thing has issues with undeath and undead. So every bit of power that she's shown up to this point means that that's really no surprise that the sword has like a negative like feel towards her, like sort of has a sort of antipathy. Um, like you realize it would probably be a bad idea to touch her with this thing.
And he's keeping his sword arm back, sword out, so it's as far away as possible, holding her up probably by on her back, but like along her shoulder blades, he probably has an arm around her. He's like,
Basbier probably looks at Arthur and says, "You should rally, everyone. I've got her."
Yeah,
Basbier looks the
yeah,
most concerned you have ever seen him look. This is like a literal doomsayer who like looks kind of afraid.
and
so,
that's what disturbs Arthur almost more than anything is seeing a look like that from Basbier.
now Basbier, because of your like connection to divine, when the swarm creature left the battlefield, you felt the presence of one evil malevolent sort of like divine focus leave.
Yeah.
And when she came out of it and dispel, like when they left, you felt like the other one swell, like
Mm-hmm.
in intensity until she like broke free of its control, and now it seems to be gone as well. Not
Bas-
entirely, but not like direct focus
I think
kind of
Basbier
situation.
is going to gently lay Ivaria down, and I'm gonna spend a turn, like a turn check, just to like be doing sacred rites over her.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Which I'll just throw a full turn check. It's not super effective, but it's there.
Right. You're like doing the best you can to try to secure sort of like some level of divine, protection.
Yeah.
Um, Avaria, for your part, you were exhausted in a way that you haven't been in a very long time. Like Jask's like powders and smokes and poisons may have made you sleepy through alchemical means, but this feels like you just did, 20 days worth of hard work in like a week. you know, uh, so, like you are physically and exhausted, like in a way that you
Oh
haven't
yeah.
been since you started to sort of like notice the transformation within yourself.
Once Avaria passes out, she has no idea what is going on around her. Like whatever anybody is doing, she is completely unaware of it. If anything is going on in her mind, it is, that's just something that's going on in her mind. But she can't hear anybody's panic. She can't see what anybody is doing. She is just out.
Oh no, I'm just a helpless young woman. Oh my, Callahan.
But yeah, Archer will. It's a moment before Archer fully relinquishes her to Basbier, and Basbier, the look on Basbier's face unsettles what little morale Archer had
Mhm.
before he looks down at the sword, steels himself, remembering all of the words that were left in the tomb, stands up and like
In a couple days.
whistles loud enough to
Miss
draw the rest
Hagen.
of the party together.
Callahan had finally made his way over, and that's when he noticed Afaria unconscious. So he's coming in to check on her with Vaslir. I'm assuming Aurora probably has been coming up as well.
Yeah, Aurora would probably come
She
down
probably
for
hopped
the
down
tree.
immediately, came over.
And
Well,
it's
she
actually
probably
more
has she probably had some sarcastic comment about the zombies and skeletons taking each other apart before she realized there was anything bigger going on.
Right.
Yeah.
like
So
as Callahan approaches, he probably does Archer probably does reach out and hand on his breastplate is let the old man take care of this. And you can tell that something's bothering Archer, but he's putting on a brave face.
give me hold on. I wanna
And it's a firm
checking something.
leave them alone pressed to his chest.
Alright. Give me Callahan and maybe Raziel give me spot and listen checks.
That's going to go so well.
You're the only two that are engaged in anything that is not Avaria related at the moment, except maybe Aurora, which I suppose I should make some spot. And, 17. Raziel, you want to give me a spot check too?
And they listen.
I've already got Raziel's listen check. I just need a spot check.
Oh.
Okay. All right. And I need to make
Oh,
checks.
right. You can't see my rolls. Yeah, I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't see theirs.
I need to do Aurora's too. Now let me find out what Aurora's spot and listen are. Let's see. Where's listen? H-I-J-K-L. Listen. I think maybe there's a moment where you see where anybody who's paying attention to Aurora will see her kind of look around like she hears something, but she doesn't, but she doesn't seem to be able to discern. You're not sure what she's hearing. She's like, maybe she says something about, I think I hear something, but but Raziel Callahan, you not.
What about Saren?
That's probably a good. Yeah, Saren could probably make spot and listens as well.
All right, let me do that real quick. Listen. Not as good as I thought they would be. Spot.
Mine are flat zeros. I'm not observant.
Yeah. You're by the time you guys kind of look around at but she mentions it and you guys kind of look around and you don't see anything. However, spot here. Maybe Callahan, when you're as you're kind of rounding the corner or whatever, you see where where Arthur had dropped his maybe dropped his pack or something, and his backpack is open, like it's lying on the ground open.
I dropped my
I think, I approach. He puts a hand on my breastplate. And I. Who's.
Hot
Oh.
micin'.
And
Another new secret lair.
Joe.
Are you serious?
Or that's not Joe. That's Westy.
Good God.
I'll get
What else
it.
do you have?
Angel.
That's a
Angel.
screenshot from the show.
Yeah.
Yep. Sorry.
Thank
Got
I
you.
got it.
Yeah, I'm like, we should get the injured out of here quickly as possible before any more come. And then I point to your bag, like, make sure you don't forget that. So it just draws your attention to that.
So, Basbeer, do you do you inspect everybody else for injuries, or are you solely focused
No,
on
he
Ivaria
is
right now?
he is wholly focused on Ivaria. Like he's like trying to wake her, and if he can't wake her, he's like chanting over her, and if we're moving, he's carrying her.
She does move. She like kind of tosses and turns. Like it's very obvious that like she is out. Like she can't. Like she isn't responding to any like outside stimuli. But she is like something is bothering her. Like as she's having a fitful sleep.
Yeah, dark dreams, darker passengers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Arthur,
I'll look
do
to.
you have any ranks in heal?
I don't think so. Let me check.
What kind of ranger?
Oh, I do.
Oh, shit.
All right. Maybe this is something you would notice specifically. And it probably actually makes most sense because as unit commander, you're probably going to at least give a cursory glance to your group beyond the immediate concern.
Oh,
Healing and being a ranger and your favorite enemy being undead, you realize that that among his injuries, like that Saren was clearly bit, and that means there's a chance that he has got ghoul fever. And I will explain to you guys how that works. So, ghoul fever will take effect over the course of several days. Saren will lose a point in, I believe it's dexterity every day until he hits 0, at which point he will come back as a it will come back as a ghoul the following midnight, and that's something you would probably know. So this is something like Saren's injury is more worrying than the blood and the blood and the sort of like superficial damage.
Is there a way to
I-
cure ghoul fever that Archer would know of?
There are spells. There are clerical spells that will do this, but you'd want to talk to your cleric about that.
I did totally forget every spot and listen check that was made should have been with a +4
Okay.
because of my minor aura.
Okay. All right.
If that changes anything.
It comes close. I think maybe a +4. I think maybe like who's listening?
Bless you.
Like maybe you and Theron catch the shadow of something moving from like the battlefield into the tree lines, but you can't make out exactly what it is. Like you maybe look in the direction, kind of looking around when you see Aurora listening. Uh, look around and kind of see towards the like maybe the direction maybe the direction, like the general direction, not specific direction, but general direction that like the Blood Hulk and this Trelland like moved off in.
I'll look to Fazbear and just say, Fazbear, please allow me to carry her. We'll need your keen eyes. We should leave. I don't think things are still settled.
Basbeer looks back, and there's like a fiercely protective look on his face, and he says, No, she needs
I think
professional help.
at that, when hearing that, Arthur walks close so as to not cause panic among the ranks.
Right.
But at that leans in and is like, she's not the only one.
You're all worrying too much. I've traveled extensively with Avaria. She's always doing weird shit like this.
I think that Basbeer, upon like seeing Arthur and like recognizing his authority, kind of pauses for a moment, kind of does like one final kind of motion over Avaria, looks to Callahan and says, "Be careful. Take her to the cart. Secure her." And looks at Arthur and says, "Who else?"
Saren's been bit. Ghoul bite.
Oh yeah, I'm sure Basbeer knows what that means.
Yeah, Basbeer knows exactly what that means.
Yeah, Basbeer kind of steals himself, and like, as opposed to like when Avaria went down, he seems a lot more ready to deal with this situation. You know what I mean? And he says,
I'll
right.
kill him.
Yeah,
Old Yeller.
yeah. Says, right. I don't have the proper skills to deal with that. We'll need to see somebody who, well, somebody who has a greater power than I.
Is there someone you think we could see back in town?
I'm sure there were clerics in town.
Callahan, you're close enough that at this point you could probably hear at least some of this discussion. Your family has a cleric on staff that does this sort of thing.
Oh.
Like
yeah, I'll mention, but how far is that?
It's back in Gister. Or not Gister. Back in Pothill.
I was gonna say that's a long way away.
Yeah.
Saren's dead.
Yeah.
I'll look at the two of them and I'll say, if we can get back to Pothul, my family cleric, he'll be able to take care of it.
Kind of nods.
Maybe having you around will work out after all, rich boy.
He chooses to ignore that.
And Arthur just looks tired, like he's just saying something to try and have any levity in this situation, but he's tired.
Yeah. Basbeer will kind of approach Saren, investigate the wound, and say, "We must move. It won't be but a few nightfalls before he succumbs."
Yeah. All right. You know.
And
so
as everyone, I assume, gathers up to leave, Arthur takes one last look at the sword and the tomb it came from. And he does like a warrior salute where he takes the sword, holds it up crosswise, touches the flat against his forehead towards the tomb, and he's like, I'll do right by it.
Yeah. You might be you feel like it's one of those things that maybe you're imagining it from fatigue or, the emotional weight of everything that just happened, but you almost get a feeling of like of gratitude. Like you can almost imagine a feeling of gratitude from, the ancient order of the forewarned, that that it's pretty at this point, like your symbols match up to the forewarned symbols. Like, so you like clearly somehow your family has had some involvement with this group, and clearly this is something that's going to that could potentially become very important.
Oh yeah. Arthur just doesn't know how to. This isn't something Arthur ever expected for himself. But yeah, doing that, then he will very quickly rejoin with the rest of the party.
You kind of get a feeling that you getting the sword was meant to happen.
Character sword.
And you and and it kind of, and maybe it kind of strikes you as you're walking towards the cart to clear out that that kind of matches something that creature said as it was running away, so as it was, talking back and forth with Avaria about things meant to happen, with her as well. Like, you don't remember the exact conversation. It was in the middle of battle and it was like fur flying, but you remember him saying something about what was going on with her being meant to happen as well. Like, there's just a sense of foreboding.
And it's even something that, in his own mind, Arthur feels a quiet rebellion against. Because if fate is trying to take one of his best friends from him for something like this, he'll do his damnedest to stop it,
Right.
not play along with it.
Well, you guys are, and I need to see Saren's character sheet here real quick because I need to make some notes. Because temporarily his stats are like, well, by the time you reach, Pothole, because it's a couple of days, you've got Saren's dexterity has dropped 2 points. But when you get back to Pothole, like Callahan, you know the way to the Cromwell estate. Like, your family is not nobility, but they're rich. So like they have aspirations towards nobility. When you kind of come upon like the familiar gates to like your sort of estate, and like the soldier or the guards there sort of like salute you, or uh, like one of them's like, master. There's like Lieutenant Cromwell. He's like, Master Cromwell is out hunting today, but Mistress Cromwell is certainly will certainly be pleased to see you there. She told us to let us know if when you returned. It was like,
And I'll say I actually ended up going ahead of the party. That way I
okay,
could get everything prepared. So like when we got into
all right,
town, I just cantered off on a horse
all right,
and said I'll get them everything prepared.
yeah, all right. So,
Has Avaria woken up yet, or is she still like passed out?
mm, that's like, she can have woken up at some point, but I kind of want to deal with some dreams that she has in the interim while Callahan is getting the estate, talking to the people at the estate and getting them sort of prepared. Maybe this is something that happens during the way back. Like you, Avaria, in your dreams, you find yourself once again in that garden, with the maze hedgerows and the sort of perpetual twilight with diffused light coming from a source you can't tell, and like a stone, like a onyx fountain with water, with clear crystal water, and you find yourself in this space again, but you don't see anything in the waters at the moment. And the strange pale woman with dark hair glides into view and glides into view from the maze, looks at you very intently, gives like the coldest smile you've ever seen, walks over to the fountain, looks in, looks back at you, and give me a wisdom check, Avaria.
A wisdom check. All right.
Yeah.
So I would like to say that
What are
during like
lessons?
The
in
lessons
in
were a
this
thing in Strixhaven. I don't even know how to make
in this
this.
I
dream,
got it.
in this dream, I am Avaria is not dressed as in her normal Avaria clothes.
Mhm.
She is wearing the last thing that she saw um what's her name? Ibzani wearing. Like she
Okay.
just happened. Like that's how she kind of sees herself in this dream, and she sees this woman, and she is not like she has full on like Ibzani wear. She sees this woman, and I don't know how she's gonna react based on her. Oh, that's not that bad for a wisdom check because I have a terrible wisdom.
Give
Uh,
me a knowledge religion check too while you're at it.
all right, that one. Oh, that's terrible considering that I have a better religion than I have wisdom. Oh,
All right. Well, you didn't have to hit a high bar here because current events have sort of like made things a little those DCs a little lower here. So you have this weird feel. First of all, for the wisdom check, you have this weird feeling like time is compressed or limited, or that there is something about time that does not seem like favorable in this space right now. Uh, you knowledge religion wise, going through all of the experiences that you have had and all of the things that and all of the things you've felt, you make a logical leap of conclusion here. You realize that this is the goddess Nif, the goddess of murder. She is the patron goddess of serial killers and maniacs, um, morgues, and whatnot. She is the patron goddess of bloodlust.
jeez.
And she smiles at you, and there's a moment where she's like, she looks at you and she says, she's like, you're going the wrong direction. Go north. You're getting more powerful.
What do
Go
you
north.
want from me?
What does she's like, she kind of chuckles and she goes, she kind of chuckles and she goes, you don't need to know that just yet. But you have the potential to kill a lot of people. And she goes, and like she kind of looks at it, has this conversation. It's like it seems like this is a conversation she's expected to have for a while. She goes, and she's like, you have been well prepared, and your experiences make you stronger. Come closer to my influence. Come north. Come north, and I will make you powerful.
And
And
she just
she,
starts like yelling and like, I'm not doing anything that you want. I am not your puppet. I am not. And like as we go back to wherever we're going, like
Mhm.
in the real life, like as we head back to Portal, like you just start hearing me yelling like, I am not your puppet. You leave me alone. And I call her by her name. You said Nif?
Yep,
I was
Nif, the
like,
goddess of blood. Ugh.
I am like, I am not your puppet, Nif. I do not worship you. You are not my, and like anybody who is near me can hear me yell out that name.
Oh
But I am
yeah.
still asleep. I'm still
Uh,
asleep.
yeah, Basbeer, you clearly hear this.
Yeah.
You clearly know who Nif is. Arthur, you probably do, but give me a knowledge roll to see how much about Nif you actually knowledge religion roll. If you have it, to see how much you know here. And you can add your favorite enemy bonus to this.
That would make it a 19.
You know exactly who Nif is. Nif is the god. Nif is the mother of blood. She is the goddess of murder, the goddess of serial killers, morgues, and psychotics who spread only death and blood.
Blood for the blood goddess.
Yeah, I think Basbeer, um, he has not left Avaria's side since we got in the cart, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And upon hearing that, he like looks up at Arthur and says, "She's fighting."
You and for you, Basbier, this has an even greater import because you know that Nif invades the realm of dreams. It
Mm-hmm.
is one of the things like which means she has to go to the dream realm, which is where Seta holds sway. Somehow she is and has always had some passage into and out of the dream realms that Seta has no control over.
Oh yeah,
And
again,
no, yeah, so this is one of those deals where it's like, yeah, you know how very personal this is.
yeah, again, like looks at Arthur and says like she's fighting with a equal mix of fear and hope, you know? Um and probably begins like chanting over her again, like probably expending a turn check to,
Oh
try
yeah,
and help her on her journey. Cuz I mean, my
And
patron that's the realm of my patron god, so.
yeah,
for Callahan, he's been anytime you've needed something, he's been the first one to go fetch it. If you're like, I need water, instantly gone.
Yeah.
And I think hearing all of this, Arthur is also kneeling beside Bavaria, maybe like adjusting hair out of her face, and is like, well, if Nif wants to see bloody murder, she better come and find me first.
Yeah.
Never thought. Don't think I could take it, but I'd sure try to gut that god.
yeah. The queen of blood and spite is like she is a feared deity for like all. She's also a member of the House of Charnel Bones,
Yeah.
so like she's definitively in league with Narathos the Animate, Vyre the Pestilent, and Morkel the Infester.
Mhm.
Um,
And
definitively,
it's just a little catty remark that Arthur makes that he will throw hands with a goddess.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Um, but yeah, there have been numerous murders and serial killers that have claimed that Nif visited them in their dreams and told them, to commit their violent acts. Like this is pretty well documented.
Mm.
But it's never been known for her to have a specific cult, just simply like individual patrons or individual like followers here and there. Like
Mhm.
she has a church of sorts, but you mostly only find people who are individuals who have been visited by her and corrupted to commit violent
She
acts.
takes a more personal touch in all of
Yes,
her followers.
yeah, so yeah. And for you, Avaria, like she basically Nif looks to you and says, looks to you, swirls her hand in the fountain, and the waters become blood red. And she's like, and I think she's like, um, the sooner you come to me, the sooner the blood will run. And and like and she kind of wanders back into the maze, and you have this feeling that there is like that time has run short or run out, and like then you go back to sort of normal dreams, like you fall back into normal dreams of like your past and the people you're present and the people around you, which may not be any less horrifying, but they are not as supernaturally divinely horrifying.
So this is how I see the dreams happening. So
Yeah.
as she's like, no, I won't follow you. I won't. And she kind of falls back into her dreams. And then she like has like this kind of like almost like hazy memory dream of just like running, like being spirited away and like being left at the doorstep of a cleric of Aeri. Um, and just kind of like just images of her father raising her, and she has like snippets of when he died and like snippets of meeting Ibzani, and then like she has one more like image of Ibzani like at the dinner table telling her what she was just like having a dream of Ibzani at the dinner table when she's kidnapped, and like running at Ibzani, and then she just wakes up, and she wakes up with a start like where? And then she like not falls back asleep, but she kind of just like lays down, eyes open, and she's like, "What did I do? What what happened? What happened?"
Is she awake now?
She's awake now.
Steady. And like Arthur gently puts a hand on her.
Yeah, Basbeer
You're
probably
awake.
says,
You're fine.
"You need to rest. Been through a great ordeal."
Did I hurt you? Did I hurt anybody?
Nothing but a few old bag of bones, but you know my thoughts on that. I think they deserved it.
Thurn probably goes, "You knocked me down," in
Yeah.
somewhat cheery voice.
It was kind of fun. I mean,
It was kind of fun, yeah.
You knocked me down.
yeah.
For all his sort of carefree nature, Basvir, the wound around his bite has grown pretty gray. So
Yeah. And
And like
Basbeer,
Avaria like looks at that like, I didn't do that. Did I?
No. That's a ghoul bite.
Are you asking if you bit Saren?
I don't know what I did. maybe
I think
maybe I did sing death upon him.
Seeing death.
You didn't bite Saren, Ivaria. In fact, all you did was what I'm assuming is show a fraction of your actual power. And everyone seems very concerned about it. But it's actually just who you are. I'm not.
And like she she looks at Basbeer and says, I had a dream about Nif.
We know.
She was speaking to me and telling me that I had to be more powerful and said I have to go north. I don't want to go north.
eventually we will have to. But when that time comes, and may our fates lead us to it not coming soon, we will be better equipped to deal with this.
We're going back to Pothel in the immediate. We need to make sure that we get Saren to a doctor.
Yeah. Well, I think you guys kind of like managed to come up on the estate. For your part, Callahan, you're already probably inside, and have. I'm assuming you would have left word with the guards.
Yeah, they would know.
Okay.
And the priest would be at the ready as well.
All right. So, what is your mother's name, or do you want me to make something up?
You'll have to make something up because I did not work on a name for her.
Okay.
Mom.
Right.
Mama hand.
Mama hand.
All right.
What's Callahan's last name again?
Cromwell.
Cromwell?
Ma Cromwell.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ma Cromwell. She's actually like a Louisiana swamp person.
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah, that one look like they been bit.
Your father's name is Peepaw, but that's just because he's like a gnome. But are we all entering the Cromwell estate?
Gnome families on this channel.
Yeah, you're probably all kind of like being greeted at the gate and being sent to the and sent to the to the cleric.
So, Ivaria, Raziel kind of puts his hand on your shoulder and asks if he could speak with you.
Avaria like nods and said, "Yeah, she goes with you."
All right. Does anyone stop this or anything, or does anyone like do it, or do you let them? Because Raziel
Archer
seeks to
just gives a
sequester.
look, but doesn't stop it.
All right. So, to speed up, he essentially asks you like a bunch of really probing questions about the dreams you've been having, and then he leaves you, or at the end of it, he leaves you with this sort of message. Um, in my experience, from the stories that I've been told, gods only tell you directly what they want you to do when they are afraid of what you might do without them. Do not be afraid of your power, and do not let anyone infantilize you about it. That's all. And then he dusts you off. He's like, I will not treat you like a precious child. And he pats you on the head and walks away.
So Callahan, like in advance of them coming back, you were like your mother requested your presence, and you find her in like her sort of like you find her in like her like study, or well, in your father's study.
Yeah, and I knew
And
like immediately that was gonna be my
yeah,
first thing anyway, so that's why I went
yeah,
ahead. I told the guards, I was like, "All right, time to go meet mom."
yeah. So, your mom is just how you expect. She's dressed incredibly nice. Like she's dressed like somebody who is of new money and trying to impress old money. Kind of the way you've always felt about your family. Um, Sethrin Cromwell is there, and she's dressed in a very nice dress. She's got her hair very well styled. And as soon as she comes in, she goes, "So, were you thinking you were going to leave Pothil without checking in? Suddenly graduating from the military academy, you only come back when you need something."
It's like almost a cold air between them. Um, and he's just like, "I was given assignment as soon as I was graduated, mother. I cannot defy those orders."
Very well. You might have at least mentioned to your commanding officer that you would like to check in with your family. We have business. Your brother, there are rumors that he may well be able to make a wardenship for our family. He's done very well, and he's brought a great deal of steam, and all of the right commanding officers are think well of him. And he's already being dispatched on important missions. That means we're going to need alliances within the ranks of the nobility. We have at least we had three potential ladies that we have opened in negotiations with for your marriage. We were going to hoping to pair you with Ambrel Hiron, but her connection to the recent to Tivin Ploskett's recent scandal makes that problematic. However, the Ranswells in Larigan have have a daughter by the name of Willance. They're likely to make wardenship. They're not quite as wealthy as we would hope for. The dowry won't be as worth as much as the potential political alliance would be, but the Ranswells are well thought of, and Baron Larigan is short a warden, and rumor has it, from what we understand, that the Ranswell family is in the top of the running. The other one, of course, is a southern woman, so you may have to deal with some eccentricities. one Predelia Bexcross out of Gister, the capital city of Giston, as a matter of fact. They're among a list of those who may be making a warden, families that may be making a warden status relatively soon. Not quite as high on the list as the Ranswells are for Larrigan, but Gister is a much bigger and much more politically influential state, if you will. Cordelia, from all accounts, has been raised to be quite the face within the courts of Gister, and their family, quite frankly, is much richer than the Ranswells. Very well connected. It's like the dowry would be significantly much more, much higher. If you were out on assignment, you would do well if you happen to be in Breakshore or Giston in your travels to stop in on those families and introduce yourself. Get to know your potential brides. Maybe get a feel for them. Ingratiate yourself. Our entire family depend. Our family's fortunes may rise with such good matches. And she kind of looks up from like the paperwork on the desk. It's like you're awfully quiet.
Yeah, after she said that, he was going to be like, of course, Mother, I know my duties to my family. I will be sure to meet them both.
Yes. She's like, we haven't made a final decision yet, so be nice to both families. Mm, Make certain they understand the potential benefits of aligning their family with ours. They know that we're in the running for a wardenship. Make certain they do not forget it, and make certain they understand that how well connected we are here in Deltric.
It'll be as you wish, Mother.
Like, she's like, we will be she says, we will be continuing to correspond with both families. So she's like, I understand your duties will probably have you busy, but do take the time.
He'll nod at that and probably take this as an excuse to leave and just say, I will do my best, Mother. Now I must go report to the commander.
She's like, and she gives you a smile, and it's that sort of like uber, like polite smile, like they've been trying to get into like the nobility for a while, and they've so like that it's that extra layer of civility that you might not normally show, but without a whole lot of actual feeling behind it. Um, yeah, so there's that cool, but yeah, she kind of sends you on your way, or lets you excuse yourself.
Yeah. And he will do so.
Yeah.
And as he steps out the room, he kind of like just, there's a sigh and almost a shudder, and then he'll make his way to the, assuming the church or care room, wherever it would be.
Like the sort of estate's chapel.
Yeah, chapel. That's what it is.
All right, yeah. Um, Saren is in the process of being healed, and they even have your house your house cleric has the ability to um uh heal back his ability score damage as well. But maybe you kind of come back as they're completing that. And is there anybody else in the chapel with Saren as he's getting healed up?
Basbeer for sure.
Okay. So,
Basbir, now that Ivari is like up and walking, he's tending to his duties and probably asking questions and making sure that everything's being done correctly.
all right, yeah. So he's yeah. So you see Callahan.
Raziel is there too, but only to get healing. I'm pretty fucked
Okay.
up.
Oh, yeah. You guys all kind of got a little bit of damage on you in that one. So,
I guess Avaria will also be there, but she will not be taking part in anything that is like she's sitting as far back as possible in a chapel and just watching everybody else go about the ministrations. She just kind of wants to be by herself, but she doesn't want to be too by herself, if that makes any sense.
right, that I don't want to talk to anybody. I want to be around people, but I don't want to talk to anybody.
Exactly.
All right. Alrighty. Yeah, so Callahan, you walk into the chapel. Saren's finishing getting healed, and Basbir and Raziel are there, and so is Avaria. So the rest of the maybe Aurora's outside in the garden or something. At this point, it's kind of like wandering around.
And Archer's probably outside the chapel just to not crowd it.
All right. Yeah.
Like, he wants to make sure that Saren's okay, but also knows that the cleric needs space to do his work, so he's just out inspecting the new blade in the scabbard.
Let's see. All right. So yeah,
Oh,
Callahan, is there anything on your face that they might read about your interaction with your family, or do you just kind of walk back in and try to cover up the just an uncomfortable uh, interaction? Like, what do you say to all of these people? Like
he'll just
you go ahead. Sorry.
yeah. I was like, he'll just walk in. I think a 15 overall just is a good, just normal, almost stone face, and just ask, "How is Saren doing? Has he gotten better?"
Hey, he's in the process. He should be fine.
Yeah. What's the priest's name?
The priest. Let's see. Let's give him a name too. We'll name him. We'll name him. Let's see. No, that's too much like two other names tonight
Tom
that they used
Bombadil.
recently.
Hmm.
Tom Bombadil. Yeah, we're just gonna
No,
name
no,
him
no.
that.
Bomb Tombadil.
Yeah,
Bomb
yeah.
Tom Bombadil.
Bombadil, yes.
Tom the Bomb
Wow.
here.
Yeah.
No
Oh no,
relation.
not Tom the Bomb. I remember.
I think his name is Sturman. It'll be no last name. He doesn't. He was an orphan.
Like share.
Yeah.
He was
Sturman
taken.
sermons.
He was. Sturman was taken in by the church of Ari the Blind-Hearted when he was fairly young.
Yeah. So he'll go. The good priest Sturman. He will take good care of him.
Probably.
Did that not? That not didn't save, did it? Okay. Okay. So. All right, and that's when Mother Durman is the house cleric.
Ah, the house cat is here.
There you go.
It's a dire
All right.
tiger. Just kidding.
Dire tiger, yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, so Sturman is his name.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Sturman should be his like order in like the
Yeah.
church. Like Sturman is just like a type of priest,
His rank.
and then
Thurman,
he was,
Thurman.
and
That's
then,
what I was
but he is like the fourth Sturman, and every other Sturman is an ex Sturman, and there was
Yeah.
8
Oh, wow,
Sturmans.
really? Really?
He's the ninth Sturman, and the one before him was the ex Sturman 8.
Yep.
So
Yep.
Oh,
There we
Lord.
go. There we go.
This
Did you
is
hurt your
not a
back
joke.
reaching for that?
Well,
It is pest control.
Did you pull
So
a
you
muscle
guys are-
reaching for that one?
So
it was a long reach, but it was worth it. It was worth it.
Did you have to pull
So-
out one of those little dinosaurs, the grippies?
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
reach it.
Oh man.
So yeah, you walk into the chapel, like maybe you pass Arthur as you go to the chapel. Like Arthur, you see Callahan coming.
He nods to him. He's clearly his mind is elsewhere, given everything that's happened.
Yeah.
And that sword, you said it did come with a scabbard?
Yes.
Okay, good,
Yeah,
good. That was one of my first thoughts. I wasn't sure if it did or not, so I was going to get him a spare one, but
It's
perfect.
probably very, very old scabbard.
Yeah. Like clearly the
Is-
leather bits need to be reworked or replaced, but
Oh, then yeah, I would have gone and swung by and grabbed him a spare scabbard.
yeah.
At least something until we can get that one repaired.
All right. Yeah.
Nice.
So I just toss it. I'm like, oh, here, by the way. I kind of like underhand toss it towards you.
Catches it and looks at it, and there's a bit of that, like, and I'm sure Callahan has seen this before when some people just do not like receiving things from the wealthy. You know, he's like, thanks.
It's from the barracks. It's nothing. It's not a wealth buy. It was a normal soldier scarab.
Yeah,
Scabbard.
but it when you are from the exceptionally poor, it just seems like a rich person throwing a handout at you.
Yeah. But
He's not assy about it. He's just like, thanks.
yeah. Like but yeah, do you just continue on into the chapel?
Yeah, because that's when he asked how Saren was doing and all that, and
Okay, yeah.
said like, Father Sturman or Priest Sturman is a great healer. He'll do well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like-
I think. Oh, go ahead.
I think he's like the finest your family could afford,
Yeah.
which makes him one of the better ones in the city. But
I think Bazbeer is doing some quartermastery right now.
Okay.
Specifically, Bazbeer is probably waiting to go. Like, is this estate in town or out of town?
it's in town.
Okay. I think that Bazbeer probably is trying to probably going to look at the rest of the party and say, "There's clerical work that must be done. Not clerical work, but clerical work." He says, like motioning to the priest and then motioning to his book, like,
Nice.
And yeah, Bazbeer is going to try and sell the short swords, bows, daggers, and the extra masterwork sword that we have.
I will offer to go with you, just since I know the city.
Yeah, Bazbeer would gladly have you with him.
Weird tag along here, but my character, like Raziel, he really needs a breastplate. He doesn't. He's leather armor. My AC is way too fucking low. I just haven't had the gold. So
Yeah.
I think we might have the gold now. I'm really needing a breastplate.
Yeah, we can allocate. How much can I sell the swords, bows, and daggers for?
Right. So how many of those are masterwork?
There is only one magical +1 masterwork sword, and then we've got 8 short swords, 8
Hold on,
bows,
let
and
me
8
give you
daggers.
Right. So I'm gonna say that you can sell everything at about 60% of its price new.
Okay, I'm fine with that. Let me pull out my calculator and do that. You guys can do stuff while I'm selling stuff, and then I'll calc up a breastplate to pull out of that fund.
A breastplate
I
would
think-
be 400 GP
Okay.
for a large creature, large humanoid.
I think seeing that everyone is also going their own way, Archer will, and he will alert like Basbeer and everyone about it. But he's going to go to the keep to talk to the Baroness that we were able to succeed in our mission. Kind of.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Um. Yeah,
Oops.
you're able to get to. You're able to go to. You're able to go to the keep. I think when you go to talk to Baroness Ivorine Deltrick, I think the first thing like of interest to her is like, may I see it?
He pauses, and there is a brief, and she's probably seen it before. She's been around adventuring types.
Yeah.
This but it's my weapon kind of feel
Yeah.
before he takes it off his belt and comes and offers it to her in a respectful way. He's not doing it in a way that like a courtier might, but he's definitely it's in the scabbard. He holds it
Right.
out to her by the like offering her the pommel, not the blade.
All right. Yeah. See, she inspects it. She takes the blade out, looks at it, and looks at the symbol, and just really, really inspecting it. She goes, I've always heard of it, and it's always been within the barony, but I've never actually seen the sword of Tinfer the Revenger. She goes, it's a fine blade. I've heard great stories about it. And she puts it back in the scabbard and hands it back to you. She goes, she's like, use it well. And,
Listen, Baroness, if I have my way, this thing will be gutting more ghouls than it did the first time.
and she goes, she's like, she goes, did you have any troubles?
There was I don't even know what you would have called him. Thing turned into spiders, some sort of undead wizard.
Mm,
And as much as these braggarts like to give themselves fancy names and titles and shout them out every opportunity they get, didn't really get one this time. And whatever happened, you can keep a secret, right?
she kind of chuckles at that and she goes, I'm an
Yes.
ultimate magus. Secrets are stock in trade. I keep a great many secrets.
No, we might have to share one. Might have to share some at some point. Says with a stupid smile before stepping closer to keep his voice low. Nif's got our attention now, or we've got hers, something like that.
The goddess of murder. The goddess of the matron of blood.
Aye, very
She's
same. Guess we're making a name for ourselves. Well, Ivaria is.
Ivaria, the same one that that was summoning undead. Your
And
team member.
Arthur does give a look like he's firm on this as he says, and my friend, who I trust.
She She gives kind of a like there seems to be some understanding, in her eyes, although she still seems cautious about the whole prospect. She's like, she's like, your friend. She's like, your friend has attracted the goddess of murder. That cannot be good.
She keeps saying something about trying to draw us north.
She goes, she goes, she goes. I would take that. She kind of go. She's like, I'm almost curious to see what the goddess of murder wants with her, but I don't know that you're necessarily ready for that. And no disrespect to your team, you seem to be quite capable. She
But we're
goes,
not ready to take on Vestia.
she's like, if Nif is involved, that does seem to hint at something bigger going on, although her position within the House of Charnel Bones is somewhat obscured. One would think they would rather have her on their side, but serving the purposes of the undead directly. Uh,
I
she's
don't
got a.
pretend to know. I don't pretend to know what the gods ever do. I've never been much of a god botherer myself, but I don't think we're ready to go there.
She's like, indeed. I will put some thought and research into finding my contacts to see if there is any aid or protection that might help you in this. But if her presence is strong in the north and she has a interest in your friend, I don't know that I would necessarily walk her directly into the goddess of blood's arms quite yet. You'll need more for that sort of mission. Not even certain what I'd call it.
Which is probably why we'll head south first. We gotta check up on Fash and see if he's doing alright. But if there's
Yeah.
anything you need, we'll probably be in the city for a couple more days.
He goes, well, the faster that you can hasten any of these errant lords to the table, or find the debtors to the markers for Baron Larigan, the stronger our position will be. I understand that the Hiren family has strong roots in Gister, close with the Uthard family, although they're something of a unknown quantity. History has it that the current warden, Helfi Uthard, her parents were set to betray the earldom of Gister. Something happened and she inherited the mantle nonetheless. I'm not entirely clear on the details. She's like, she's like, I don't know the woman personally, but I hear that she's different. The circle, she goes, the people I know in arcane circles say that she's not entirely sane.
Anyone who decides that, and I mean no disrespect by this, but anyone who decides that it's a great idea to start flinging fire out of their fingertips has to have a little bit of a screw loose, huh?
She kind of chuckles and she goes, there are large number of casters who fit the description of um, a loose card, a wild card. I have a few in my employ as well. You have met Zingnoff after a while. Started more than a few fires that probably could have been avoided.
Is that the Chaos Gnome?
She chuckles. She's
No,
yes,
that's an out of
yeah.
character.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah,
the chaos gnome. Yeah.
yeah.
Archer
It's
just gives a weary sigh. I've met them.
I understand there are a number of gnomes in Gister. Shadow gnomes, chaos gnomes, your traditional forest gnomes, etc., etc. A few rock gnomes in the mountains, I believe. She goes, she goes, I wonder if it had, I theorize it may have something to do with the great amount of alchemical chemicals alchemical ingredients that exist within Gister. Gnomes seem to love alchemy.
I don't know. I
No.
have to concede with Arthur on this point. I know few magicians who don't succumb to madness, at least a little.
Why'd you get here?
She's
Guards! Slay him!
Guards.
yeah. She's like, but yeah, I think her counsel in this is like, I think she's like, I think she's like, we definitely, either way, we'll definitely need Gister if this problem is as large as it seems to be, and what you're telling me seems to be giving me, it seems to support the idea that there's a larger presence. Oh, and we found these.
Can't wait to have a garage.
She's like, I had some of my some of our age our some of our guards found a few of these, and she hands you pamphlets that are very familiar. They're printed. They're pamphlets that they're the same kind of recruiting pamphlets for the Crypti cult that you found in Emmerich.
And that probably gets a dour look out of Archer, who looks at these and just gives a long sigh and then a fuck.
Printed. These aren't handmade. There's money behind this. Just as you say, there's money behind this Crypti cult.
It's just what we needed is more of these bastards running around.
And she's like,
A lot of pixel to reverse a big fine.
yeah, she's like, I wish I had more promising news. My intelligence agency, which we are beefing up, and my city constabulary are increasing our investigations into anything necromancy or cult related. She's
Good.
like, she's like, we'll be doing our best to root them out here in Deltric. But Gister may not know that there's a danger. Larigan may not even have the power and authority to do anything about it, even if he does know. And Duke O'Canther, incredibly hard to read. There's no telling. I'm certain that if we know about this, he's probably got some inkling, although his opinion on this and how to proceed, who knows?
From what I remember, our entire goal is just to piss off O'Canther by making him think he's not invited to the cool kids table.
It's the only way he'll show up is if you can convince at least Gister to show up and possibly Larigan. He'll come
The only way
if,
he'll show up is if you don't invite him.
Yeah.
the only way he'll show up is if he thinks the other lords he respects as legitimately blooded lords show up. I'm afraid myself and Clezrin don't rate as true nobility to him. Not the same way. An invitation from either of us, he'll ignore. But if he feels that all the other landed nobles or that his most powerful rival will meet with him, will meet with us, then he'll be sure to show up. He'd have to in order to make certain no one is that the three of us aren't conspiring against him. O'Cantor wouldn't allow something like that.
If only the nobles would put as much effort into killing zombies as they did trying to kill each other. Present company notwithstanding.
She kind of chuckles and she goes, "You'll find no argument here." She's like, but wishing that people would behave differently, well, that's not going to get us anywhere. Counting on them to act in ways that we know they'll act, well, that's worthwhile. You can't trust O'Cantor to act in the best interests of the entire lands, but you can trust that he'll act in his own best interests.
Then we'll keep up this charade.
It's like,
Guess we'll be heading down to look at Gister next.
when you're passing through the Duchy of O'Cantor, you may want to. Your friend Basbeer may want to keep a very low profile. They don't hold a very high opinion of dwarves down there. They've only ever dealt with the savage dwarves of the Stoneboar clans.
They've never had a good dwarven ale then.
It was like, she kind of chuckles and she goes, "I'd agree with that." She goes, "You probably given their cloistered nature, I'm certain you've never had anything that the Thurin brew, but you might ask your friend Basbeer about it sometime. It's quite good, although non-dwarves may wish to be a little cautious in how they drink it."
I think Archer almost looks insulted by that, and then this. My lady, if there is anything in this world that I throw caution to the wind for, it's a drink.
He kind of laughs at that, and she's like, "You remind me of Klesbren sometimes, not always, but he's a little bit more disciplined in martial matters, but you do both share some similarities in the way that you handle people." She goes, "And the way that you handle difficulties."
Arthur.
She's like, "Remind me of the last campaign that we did for for Goratag."
Before we
She-
proceed, please.
Yeah.
Arthur, fist bump Raziel for that bar. That was an absolute bar.
Oh yeah, like the moment he sees Raziel put out a big old fist, he gets a fist bump. That's a
Absolute
bro
fucking
moment.
bar. That was the coolest. Raziel, literally, like the little thing up the corner of the screen for Archer came up.
Raziel,
Raziel will remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Raziel loved that.
Raziel heard it while shopping. Like,
Yeah. So yeah, I think like I think she's like, "I do have some matters of state to attend to," but she goes, "But when you're on your way back north, feel free to stop by and for a visit. Hopefully, I'll have more information I can share with you." And she's like, "And keep an eye on Lieutenant Cromwell for me. He's green. He's well trained, but he's green. Teach him everything he'll need to know. If he may someday find himself in command of a unit in the name of Deltrick. I'd like him to know what he's up against."
Ooh.
Well, he's got the school knowledge. He's not a complete idiot in combat, which is more than I can say for most people. And he's
Yeah,
alright.
yeah,
Aw.
Yeah, he definitely had a command presence you really don't feel from people who weren't professionally trained to lead soldiers in the field. So he like when
Yeah.
he when he was like handing out encouragement and throwing out battle instructions, like he would like had had a little extra something behind it that your typical wouldn't. So what is everybody else doing while this is going on?
I would just like to take care of a brief amount of bookkeeping.
Okay.
It's real short. We had just enough money to get you a breastplate, Raziel, with the loot that we just sold. So give yourself a
Nice.
breastplate. Money is completely neutral.
For what
Mhm.
it's worth, we could save 100 gold by getting Raziel a chainmail instead.
We could do that. I'm assuming we're selling your leather armor, by the way, to like make this
1000% we're
profitable.
selling my leather armor. My leather armor, studded leather is 25 gold piece, so it's 50
Yep.
because I'm large.
Yep.
I'm assuming we'll get like what, half that on the market for it.
Yeah.
And then I also have 25 gold pieces myself to contribute.
Don't
So
don't worry about contributing the gold pieces with I didn't consider the large size, so with the large size we're like 15 positive, and then if we like change it to chainmail, that probably makes us what, like 45 positive, I think.
yeah, because I only have a 12 dexterity, so I don't need all that dex bonus.
Okay. So we'll just count it. We'll count the rest of it because I'm too lazy to do all of the 60% math. We'll just count it as roughly 45 back. Um, and we'll put that in the party fund. So don't worry about spending your 25 gold. We'll get you that chainmail then.
Okay. Thank you, Bazbeer.
I'm
No
gonna speed
problem.
20, not 30.
Say
Well,
what?
remember that the chainmail is also going to have to adjust for his large
Oh
size
shit,
too.
you're
So
right.
that adjusts the price. So
Yeah,
It'd be
yeah. The
150 to
whereas
300.
large breastplate's 400, large chainmail is 300.
Oh,
So
okay. So then that brings us like
Yeah.
115 positive.
His arcane check pen or armor check penalty is just one worse. Oh
Yeah.
no.
Okay, so
yeah.
yeah, that brings us 115 positive. So I was way undershooting it.
So,
So yeah, if we're doing that, I will just denote the 115 gold in our party, whatever, our cart, and then we'll put it in the super lock chest.
all right. Cool.
The super
So
chest.
right on. All right. Well, does anybody else have anything they want to take care of here?
I'm actually not sure what Avaria is doing at the moment. I think Avaria. All right, this is what Avaria is doing. Avaria, after everybody leaves the temple or whatever, Avaria goes up to Sturman,
Huh?
and she says she says I have believed in Aeri for as long as I could remember, and yet there's a darkness haunting me, pressing me, hounding me. She says, as she like holds onto the Ieri pendant that she got from her father. She says, "Why isn't she protecting me? Why isn't she keeping me safe?"
I think he sits down, like takes a sitting position, and he goes, "Well," he goes, "many revere the gods, but the gods they revere don't always call them to service. Oh, when evil befalls a mortal who reveres a deity of good, it is not for a lack of love, it is because they are blocked by something. We're not always entirely aware of the forces that prevent such things. We have clear answers for every tragedy if we understood why the gods withhold favor in times of crisis and need. She goes, but there are times, he goes, where the gods themselves do not agree on the fates of individuals. Even their own faithful sometimes find that their destinies and their fates are determined by deities outside of their preference. This is not always uncommon. There is a great deal in this world that creates disorder. It is difficult for even the divine to pull everything together. If you have a room full of individuals who all agree, even when they agree upon the same ends, the same goals, they may not agree on the methods. They may not agree on the path forward or the specifics of such. When you have a room full of competing ideals and competing ideologies, and gods are and goddesses, they're the expressions of competing ideals and ideologies. They're not always going to be able to influence each other, nor will they always be able to influence the fates of their own followers quite in the way they would like. And too many competing agendas. If you are being haunted or stalked by dark powers, then it may be that those dark powers took interest before the other powers may have been able to take hold or control. It may be that they have made some specific deal with other gods or goddesses that prevent a move on the part of of those who would have a clearer control over their followers. for every for every patron, for every follower of Airi, there may be competing ideas for the fate of that follower that come from gods that are not of their own choice. Just as humans make their choice, and elves and dwarves and mortals of all kinds make their choice in who they invest in and when they can invest with them and how, and may even have limits of resources on their choices, so too do the gods, and their choices won't always match those of mortals. All this seems to be a very long way to say that we don't always understand what the gods can and can't do and what they're able to do, what they are willing to do. If Baroness Deltrick were to go teleport in to the very chambers of Duke O'Canther, as powerful as he and his family are, perhaps she could beat him, end his threat, deal with him once and for all, or it's just as likely he could find means to teleport into hers. That's why lords often move through their agents like yourself and your friends. They aren't always free to make the movements that they want to make, checkmated by the power of those that they oppose. This is true of the gods as well. The gods move those that they can move in their favor. Lords move those within their influence to work in their behalf. And individuals who are farther from that chain of power move to their ability and their influence. Perhaps they have influence over their friends who may work or on their behalf. But no one can be completely certain that the agents that work in their favor, whether the divine or mortal, will be able to accomplish the goals nearly as well as they themselves could if their hands were free to do so.
And like Avaria like listens to him go on for listen to his entire spiel, and she's like, that is nonsense. If they are gods, they should be able to help. And she just like walks off.
Yo,
Oh, yeah.
thank you. Oh my god, out of character, I was gonna be the one to be the weird. Thank you, Joe. Straight up piggybacking off of that. Because like I feel the same. Raziel feels deeply the same way. And it's like the gods pick and choose their battles. Gods aren't men. Gods aren't victims of circumstance. Gods do as they whim. Any action done is by the gods' whim. If they want harm, then harm. If they don't, then not. And then Raziel stands up and fucking swaggers out with Ivaria.
Where is Raziel with
Raziel's
Yeah,
been everywhere.
Raziel's kind of everywhere all at
everywhere.
once.
where is
Raziel is
well, I need a
a
definitive answer. Where is Raziel? Is he
I
with
thought I didn't. Yeah, I'm sorry. If
this
I
is
went
happening
shopping
at the
with
same time? Yeah.
I didn't know it was happening. I thought it was all sequential. My apologies. I thought
No,
we did
no.
shopping earlier in the day, and then this meeting was happening later in the day. If
No,
I'm still out
Oh
shopping with
no.
everyone, then I don't say that.
Well,
yeah.
you're either with Archer meeting the Baroness, shopping, or in the church or the chapel.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna go ahead and just say I was shopping because I thought everything happened sequentially, and I did say I went shopping.
Yeah.
no. But yeah, okay. Yeah,
I
you're
agree, though.
no. That means that Raziel missed bars.
Oh, fuck. Hold on. Yeah, can I miss out on shopping then? If you guys
Yeah.
didn't get me, no. Look. Can Basbeer just have been a sweetheart and picked up Raziel's measurements?
Yeah.
Well, then that just means you need to choose whether you were with. I think we pretty much
He was with the
established with the
Baroness.
fist that you were with
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I don't give a shit about storming out with Avaria. I do give a shit about Nux with Archer.
There you go. There you
Bars
go.
must be heard. Respect
Yeah.
must be had.
Yeah. All right.
Archer
Yeah.
needed
There's.
someone there to be like, no, you are fucking right, my man. Liquor, bitch. So okay, yes, I stayed and joined meeting with the Duchess, or I'm sorry, the
He is a
group.
Duchess.
Oh, okay, cool. And then I gave Basbeer my armor and measurements.
I guess she's Baroness. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Baroness. That's what I meant.
there's only one duchy, and that's the Ocanter. Like they're
Yeah.
literally the single most powerful player in the geopolitics here, outside of Vestia, which if they are involved is more powerful than
Yeah, my
pretty much
apologies
any
for
of these. Yeah.
misinterpreting the sequence of
Okay.
everything.
All right. So yeah. So you guys are taking care of your last bits of business within Pothil. Um, do anybody have any last scenes? Then
Not that I can think of.
Not really.
I lied to my mother because when we got into town, I sent a letter off, so that's why I went shopping.
yeah. Okay. So cool. I think let's go ahead and start sign-offs, and everybody send me your Player's Choice Award. I have the XP from the battle as well. So whoever wants to go first, go ahead.
I'll go first. Hi ho, friendos. My name is Ron, otherwise known as Tyler. Got me here today playing Arthur Tiller, who has the main character sword now and got fist bumps for having bars on bars. You can also find me here every other Saturday when we're not playing this game, playing the other game, the Cyberpunk game. Napple 2.0, also known as 2.0 Hour, whichever one the DM decides is funnier, cooler, edgier, or whatever else they feel like that day, where I play Tariq Badubara, who rips people apart Doomslayer style. It's real fun. You can also catch me here on Wednesdays in Seafoam Bay. Hey, got it first time this time. Where I play Zeta, who's about to get his ass kicked in a boss fight. But hey, got to fireball a piece of terrain that could not move. And isn't that what we all want in life? Guaranteed fireball kills. And that's it for me.
All right,
Right.
I'll go. I'm Joe. You caught me playing Avaria Kraz, who is going into her apparently going into her dark urge phase, and yeah. Hey, don't have much else to say. I'm not playing any other games right now, but you can always check out Half Sisters on Tubi. Boom.
Nice.
All right, I'll go next. Wabbit, I'm not on any other games, but I'm here playing Raziel, who got a little chronologically confused this session. My apologies. Yeah, can't wait to also get. I feel like every session Raziel grows a little more respectful of Archer, and I really like that because where we began, they were such like at each other. So
They're gonna
man.
bond over drinking one of these days.
And I need. Okay, never mind. I got it. All right.
I'll
Who's
go.
next?
It's your boy, Sassy McNasty 69999. Yeah, I was playing Callahan. Yeah, he's like new to the group and he missed everything. He was behind a tree fighting some skeletons, and then all of a sudden everything just collapsed. He's like, "Oh, cool. Let me just make sure these aren't going to get up again. Oh, look, Kavaria's unconscious. Let's get back." And then still doesn't know. You can catch me every other Saturday, or every Saturday, really, but like next Saturday and then every other Saturday after that in Cyberpunk as Chance the hobo with the shotgun, as I just do my best to make sure I don't die ever. And these are the only two games I'm in right now.
All right. I think that leads it to me, which is hello everybody. My name is Mira, also known as Mira Shades, GM, and today you caught me playing Bazbeer, who has been just having the most stressful couple days of his life. And that's counting having doomsday prophecies blasted into his head by Seta. So, you know, things are going great. You can also catch me on next Saturday and every other Saturday like that for Napple 2.0 hour, where the party is, well, they're getting caught up in a whole bunch of hijinks. They're hired by a dead man. Thank you, Shadowrun Hong Kong, wasn't it? That had
Yes,
the dead man switch.
Yeah, I
think
think
so.
that's just Shadowrun Returns starts
Is
with the
that
Dead
Shadow-
Man switch.
Yeah, you're right. It's Shadowrun Returns. But yeah, thank you that for giving me great inspiration. But yeah, aside from that, you can catch me on various other things when they happen. There are some things I think that are in the works that I can't say anything about that I might be a part of, but who knows when and what'll happen. I'll be around though. But that's me.
All right. And bring it back to me. All right. So everyone gets 915 experience points.
Woohoo!
Yippee!
And player's choice was a tie today between Arter and Avaria.
Oh, hell yeah.
So each of you gets 25 extra experience points.
900.
All right.
So,
I can't wait.
900.
so you guys are
You said it was 900 what?
915.
915.
Did-
All right, cool.
I put it in roll 20 chat.
All right.
We're like 600 away from level 5.
I don't see it in that chat. Is
Yeah,
it?
it didn't actually get put in chat.
No, not in chat on Discord, in chat on roll 20.
No,
No, that's
no.
what I'm
In
saying.
roll 20, it's not showing up. The last thing you
Oh,
said
I
was
see.
Sherman.
I see.
There we go.
Perfect. There we are. Apparently, I forgot to hit the button. All right, there we are. All right. With that said, yeah, this was a pretty great episode, and I definitely want to thank all my players for working with me on some of this stuff. You know, especially Avaria. Pretty big stuff for Avaria and Artur right now. Um, we'll get. Don't worry, we're gonna get into everybody's deal in due time here and there. We've hinted at some of them, but yeah. Good session. I'm sorry for those of you out there watching that it took so long to get back to this. Hopefully, we're back on track now. Although with the holidays, we may have to be like, bear with us. Bear with us. That's all I'm saying. We're
Oliver
we're
with
we're
us.
Yeah.
we're really starting to like the story itself has a certain amount of steam behind it. But I am the Jesta King Zerat, and you can catch me here generally every other Saturday running Lands of Lazrikaan. Um, everybody have a great weekend, better week, and RIP Posker, I guess. Let's get out of here.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Oscar.
Oscar.
We barely.